Hello friends, I am Dr. Sutar from St. College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Department of Pharmacognosy and Phytochemistry. So friends, today we see what are plant growth regulators. Yes, in previous lecture we see that what are plant growth regulators are there, what are their functions, what are their types, and how they choose as or how they work as a plant growth regulator. In short, we also known as a plant hormones. Okay, so now we see the plant growth regulators. So friends, the plant growth regulators are there. Either they are going to initiate, promote, or stimulate the growth of the plant. They are known as a promoter. Somewhere they inhibit the growth of the part of the plant. So they are known as inhibitor. In these two ways, they show their function. So plant growth regulators are there that includes the auxin, gibberellin, cytosine, cytokinin, then ethylene, and abscisic acid. Likewise, these are the five hormones are there. So let's see auxin. Auxin is the one plant promoter, plant growth regulator, which promote or stimulate the growth of the plant, means that is responsible for the height of the plant. Auxin is a Greek word, that is a auxano, means to promote the growth, that is responsible for the growth of the plant, that is the auxin is there. So this is the structure is there, and chemically this is nothing but indole 3 acetic acid. So this is the chemical structure is there. So friends, these auxins is to be available in the two form, natural, that is the endogenous chemical is there, that is a natural, or it is also known as a native one, that is the indole 3 acetic acid, then 4 chloro indole acetic acid, phenyl acetic acid. These are the compound naturally present in case of the plant body, so they are known as a natural plant hormone. Second one is there, that is a synthetic one, which we have to be prepared by the chemical reaction, that is the indole 3 butyric acid. Second one is there, that is a one naphthalene acetic acid and one naphthalene acetamide. These are the chemical plant hormones are there. So friends, this is the one diagram is there, that you have to be observed that one small shrub is there, it should be placed in a pot in a soil, that is should be sown. Uh, when the growth is there should be occur, that shoots are there, that should be moved or toward the sunlight, where the roots are there, that are to be grows under the soil toward the gravity. These roots are there that should move in the downward direction, where the leaves or the shoots are there that should move in the apical direction or in the upward direction. If you have to place this one pot horizontally or fall on the ground, then the plant either should move in the upward direction. Means these chemicals auxin that is responsible for the vertical movement. Here you have to be observed that these shoots are there that should move in the upward direction, whereas the roots are there that should move in the downward direction. So this is the one experiment is there. Second one experiment is there, by this way, the auxins are there that should present in case of the apical part of the plant is there that should be there. So in case of this one experiment, they have placed a small pot in a sunlight. There is a bending of this one particular plant or the apical part toward the light is there issue occurs. So in the second last diagram, that movement is toward the sunlight is there should be observed. Later on they are going to be cut this one particular portion is there, and they have to place this one particular part in the another one rather than the sunlight. Along with this one they have to place a agar one, so they are going to cut the apex portion, and they observe that there is a no growth is there should be observed. In the apical part or the uppermost part, there is a auxin like chemicals are there that is found. They have to cut that one particular apical portion and they have to investigate that one apical portion. They found that the chemical which is responsible for the bending is there, that is nothing but is the auxin. The first one experiment is there. In this one experiment, they have to place that one particular apex portion where the auxins are there that are to be present. They have to place that one portion in case of the agar, and in this one agar, that auxins chemicals are there that are to be goes or penetrated. Later on, this one agar portion is there that is to be placed on the one end of this one uh, plant portion is there, and then they allow them to grow. So in this one first diagram, they have to be observed that the agar portion which is to be placed in the half side of the leg portion of the plant, there is a growth is there should be observed. Because of the excess growth, the plant is bent toward the right side, where the agar portion, or we can say that the oxygen support is there in not to be there. So likewise, they have to be find that the auxins is responsible for the growth of the plant in a vertical direction, either in the upward direction or in the downward direction. So likewise, the auxins are there. Now let me see what are the roles of this one. Auxins are their functions and the applications of the auxin. So friends, here is the link is there that gives you the detailed information regarding the discovery of these auxins. Now let's we see the functions of the auxins. Auxins is responsible for the internode elongation. As you know that in case of that internode, what is the portion is that between the two nodes, nodular region, the auxins are there that are to be present, that is responsible for the cell formation and cell elongation, because of which the length of the internode is there should be increased. So in this way, they are responsible to improve the height of the plant or for the elongation of the internode of the plant. Then apical dominance is there. Apical dominance means what? The apex region. What are the leaves are there which are to be present in the apical part or the topmost part is there. They are containing the high percentage of the auxin. So the movement is there should be there. So this one portion is known as a apical dominance. If you have to be cut this one particular apical portion, there is a lateral bud formation is there should be started. Once there is a apex portions are there, there is no lateral bud formation. But if you have to be cut or you have to be remove this one auxin, then there is a lateral bud formation is there issue occur. So this auxin is responsible for the apical dominance, means the upward growth of the plant is there. For that, auxin is responsible. Third one function is there that promote the abscission in case of the older leaves as well as the fruits are there. This is the when the plant is there should be a young one, they promote the maturity. So auxin is mostly responsible to improve the maturity of the leaves as well as the fruits are there, aging of the fruits as well as the roots are there, so that they promote or further maturity or the fast maturity. This auxins chemical is there is responsible. Fourth one function is the differentiation of the vascular tissue. So the variety of the cells are there, tissues are there. In this case, auxin plays an important role for the development or the formation of the different type of the tissue from the one cell is there issue carried out. Just like the xylem, phloems are there. These are to be formed from this one that auxins plays initiate the formation of and the differentiation of the vascular tissue. Then they stimulate the root initiation on the root cutting or the stem cutting. So root initiations are there that should occur once you have to be cut the stem portion. The root initiation is there issue occur by this one auxins. Next one, delay in case of the sensations are there in case of this one This is the important function is there in case of this one. Auxin plant hormone is there. Delay in the senses is there. Next one, tropistic response to the light as well as the gravity. Means in case of the apical region, the growth of the plant is there. This is because of the sunlight. Means the plant or the shoots are there that should move toward the sunlight. So the growth is there should occur toward the sunlight. And second one is the growth of the plant is there should occur toward the gravity. Means the roots are there that should move in the downward direction. So this tropistic response is there toward the light is the anti-gravity response, and toward the downward side is the gravity response are there. So likewise, the auxin shows its activity. Now where this auxins is applicable, or what are the applications of this one? The first one application is there in case of the vegetative propagation. Rooting from the stem cutting is there. Root formation or propagation of the roots are there. Rootlets are there. In this case, this auxins plays an important role. Second one, development of the parthenocarpic fruit. Parthenocarpic fruit means what? The seedless fruits are there. In this case, this auxins plays an important role. Just like your grapes are there, tomatoes are there. In this case, for the development of the such type of the fruits, auxin plays an important role. Next one is that is a 2,4-D that is we use as a selective weed killer. This is the chemical hormone is there. If you are going to use this one, they are used in a higher concentration. They are to be used as a weed killer. Those weeds are which is not to be required or they compete to the medicinal plant. In this case, these auxins or sorry, this 2,4-D is used as a weed killer. They are also responsible to in case of the plant tissue culture. Suppose you are going to be develop a new plant variety by utilizing the plant tissue culture technique. So in this case, if you provide auxin, the fast growth of the plant is there or that tissue culture is there issue occurs. Next one is that increase the production of the secondary metabolite. 30% alkaloids are there that are found to be there as compared to the normal. Then 50% extra volatile oil concentration is there is to be found in case of this one particular plant where we are going to be applied in case of the plant tissue culture or to the normal plant. So this is about your auxins is there. Okay. Thank you.